Okay, I'm here to report for eating. This is about the fourth day of regular ingestion of solid food, eating, otherwise known as eating. July 26th, Sunday night, 2020, and this is after a 10-day juice fast earlier. And I realized while I was juicing that I was kind of failing when I was juicing at the end, and that really, if I wanted results, I'm really into the last 10 pounds, and that I needed to focus on the eating and exercising in between the juice fasts. I just couldn't rely on the juice fasts to get me where I want to go. So I decided to have a notebook, which I have here, and I write down what I eat, not like in detail, just generally. And that's a mindfulness technique, also exercising and weight. So just a mindfulness, just to keep account, keep awareness so I don't just go off the rails totally, which I haven't, which I'm really grateful for. And, the juice fast did its trick in that by not being able to eat, now that I can eat, I do have a lot of gratitude for food. One of the most enjoyable things I've done is that I did plant a lot of, or some vegetables in my backyard, and I planted some onions. Somebody gave me some onions and I planted them. And this morning when I cooked my omelet, I went out and I picked an onion from the garden for my omelet. And boy, they are so fresh. And there's something about garden fresh vegetables that's just different. It's just different than store-bought. It has a lot more flavor and that real crispness, and boy, that's a pleasure. So, and I have a zucchini out there that's going to be getting a little bigger. I have some watermelon I planted. We'll see if that grows. My friend gave me a watermelon plant, planted a little late, but we'll see how it goes. And anything I get out of the garden, I'm grateful for. Gary told me he has some tomatoes coming in, some butternut squash is ready to be harvested. So, the work that I did earlier in the summer is reaping rewards, and I'm happy because it could have happened that I didn't get any vegetables. I got some wonderful green beans, and the fact that I actually got vegetables, it will encourage me next year to do it again. I haven't had a lot of success with vegetables in the past. Flowers I'm pretty good with, but vegetables not so much. And I think it has to do with the quality of the soil. I never really got that loamy kind of lightness and with a lot of compost that you need. And this one patch was really just a compost pile, and I didn't really think it was good for gardening, but that's where I've had the best success. So I'm learning. And in terms of food, I'm pretty much big with the omelets in the morning just because I want protein. I'm just looking for some protein. I've eaten a lot of fruit, some cantaloupe, watermelon. Seem to be satisfied with that. I also did go over and get some dairy-free ice cream, vanilla and chocolate, and that's been a nice little treat. And I haven't overdone it, just for flavor, just for a little treat. I've made chili, which I enjoy. Sushi, I'm eating sushi. I have my ginger and my wasabi mustard and soy sauce, which is so good. And, I'm eating rather lightly, and I'm really exercising a lot. I'm running to the extent where I'm like really engaged. And yesterday I had a nice swim, and my plan is to swim every day when it's hot. And that's, I think, a good way to go. That we have a lake where you can swim across, and there are yellow markers like at little intervals, and they're actually bars that you can hold on to, which makes swimming across and back very safe and very doable. You can rest in between, and just getting in the water is just such a wonderful thing, especially it's been very hot. So it's very refreshing. I wasn't able to do it today because it started to thunder. So I just kind of jumped in, jumped out, got wet. But that's a plan. And also doing resistance training and all that kind of good stuff. So I find that when I really work out, like to exertion and sweating and really engaged, that food tends to get pushed back. There's something about the body gets satisfied in a certain sense by that, the energy that's manifested through the exercise. I'm not exactly sure how it works. And also, one can eat a little more, because, your body needs energy. So, you're getting out of the couch potato syndrome. So anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to report in. I'm going to try to do this every 3-4 days, so that, writing it down in the journal is part of the process, and then the reporting, and just reminding myself of my goals, because that's what happens is I lose track of my larger goals. It's just me, myself, and I, and little just overindulging in food, making it too important. And I'm not working that hard right now. I have some work to do, but it's not deadline work so much. So I'm in a kind of a really good spot right now. So I want to take advantage of it, full advantage of it for maximum results. And I weighed in at 127.6, which is good. That's a good place to be. The lowest I got was 126 point something when I was fasting. But, there's a possibility that with proper eating and exercising, I could even, shed a few pounds during the eating phase. We'll see. People do it. Has been known to happen.